Hi, I'm Herrick Kimball, author of the Planet Whiz Bang Idea Book for Gardeners. In this video, I'm going to show you an idea that is in this book. I'm going to show you how to make your own forever plant tags. These forever plant tags are ideal for fruit bushes. Here you can see a copper forever tag that I put on a mini bed frame in my garden just this morning. This is for a honeyberry plant. The forever tag tells me the variety of the honeyberry and the year that I planted. Here you can see a row of Primocane red raspberries that I planted last year. We got a surprising amount of berries from the planting last fall, and the canes you see should give us a June crop before dying off. The new canes will grow up through the summer and yield berries in the fall. Here are the forever tags for these raspberry plants. I planted Joan west of this T-post and Caroline to the east. These raspberries are bush planted, which is an idea that's in my Planet Whiz Bang Idea Book for Gardeners. It's an idea that I learned from E.P. Rowe, the famous berry man of the 1800s. Those canes were the best of the lot that grew last summer. Everything else was pruned away. The select few have been tied off to the center stake. It's hard to believe they'll grow large and bushy, but they will, and they'll give us a lot of wonderful berries. So here's a picture of an aluminum forever plant tag. The berry is Killarney red, and it was planted in 2021. Now here's a picture of my one espalier apple tree. I never made a plant tag for it. That's what I'm going to do right now. So my apple is a Honeycrisp, okay, and I planted it in 2020. To make these tags, you're going to need some thin aluminum or copper. Copper is very expensive. This aluminum coil stock is not. You can get it at Lowe's or Home Depot. This copper came from a punched tin craft kit that my wife picked up for like 50 cents at a garage sale. That's why I have copper. Otherwise, I would just be using the inexpensive aluminum. We'll use the aluminum here. What we need to do is cut it a strip, okay? And we can use big snips, or for this thin a material, you could probably even use some old scissors. Or you can put a straight edge on it, and I've already marked it at 5/8 of an inch, right here, 5/8. That seems like a good distance for the letter and number stamps that I have, which I haven't shown you, but I will. You score that a couple times, and you can break it like that. The letter and number punches are right here. You can get these at a craft store or Amazon. Those are ideal. 1/4 inch is the size that I have. This is pretty intuitive. You take your letter H to start with, come in about a 1/2 inch or so, because you want to punch a hole there, a hole, and you hit it, good sharp whack. Now, see how that indented way in there? That will work for you. When you're all done, you kind of twist it and bend it back into shape, and you'll get a reasonable tag. But it's better to do this on metal, and I'm going to show you on metal, and then I'm going to show you something else that will make it even better. So here is metal. You can see, I think that's a little better. And that H. Now I'm going to show you an even better way to do it. This is thin cardstock. You put that on top of metal, and you hit into that. And I don't know if it's evident to you, but it is to me. It's a much better quality stamp. If you don't have a railroad iron anvil like this, you can find some other solid piece of metal and or something hard, and put it on your workbench and hammer into that. So I'm going to get rid of that, and we're going to start out fresh. I got my H right here. I'm going to come in 1/2 inch or so and give it a wrap. H O N E Y C. Here's the R I S. Here's the P. Honeycrisp, looking real good. See that? Put our date, 2020. We'll give a little bit of a space to it. 2, uh-oh, see how crooked that is? That gives it some character. That's what happens when you go fast. Or maybe the stamp is crooked. 20, yeah, I'm sure that's it. The stamp is crooked. I would never put it on crooked. 2, the stamp is crooked. See that? All right, like I said, gives it character. Here we go. Honeycrisp 2020. I'm going to give this a little bit of a snip and a snip just to get rid of the sharp corners. We'll give it a little snip here too. Give it a little snip right here. The last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my awl and I'm going to punch a hole for the wire. Nice. You like it? I'm happy with it. Honeycrisp 2020. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.